The Thrift Store Queen and the Diamond Dust. I was pinning a price tag on a chipped teacup when my phone lit up with Jasper, my son, the one I'd rocked through colic, taught to read with comic books, and put through business school on double shifts at the register. "Mom, the house is cleared. Everything's listed. You'll get a check. 10 grand, maybe 12. Enough for a studio. We're launching the app tonight. Gotta go." Click. 42 years of Saturdays spent polishing other people's memories so I could keep a roof over his head. All of it reduced to an algorithm and a moving truck. Leonard had died the spring before, slipped away in the recliner with the TV flickering on mute. I found him still clutching the remote like it was a lifeline. The funeral was small. Jasper flew in, hugged me too tight, then flew out again. "Let me handle the estate, Mom. You just keep the shop open. Nostalgia's hot right now." Nostalgia. Right. That night, I locked the doors of Second Chance Treasures and walked the aisles alone. The air smelled of cedar oil and old secrets. In the back room, behind crates of musty encyclopedias, sat Leonard's metal lockbox, the one he'd lugged home from the pawn shop where we met. I hadn't touched it since the wake. Grief is a rusted hinge. The key was still on my necklace, warm against my skin. Inside, a velvet pouch, a ledger bound in cracked leather, and a letter in Leonard's cramped jeweler's script. "Miriam, if they ever try to sell your sparkle, show them the dust." The pouch spilled diamonds onto the counter, raw, glittering, each tagged with a microscopic code. The ledger listed provenances: a Romanov brooch, a Maharani's nose ring, a silent film star's cigarette case. Leonard hadn't just repaired watches. He'd been quietly acquiring history, one heartbroken heir at a time. The final page: a trust in my name alone. M. Brooks Collection, valued conservatively at $4.2 million. Museums on retainer. Jasper gets a stipend only if he can tell a fake from a forever. I laughed until the tears came. The chipped teacup in my hand suddenly looked like a chalice. Next morning, I let the neighborhood do its mourning. Poor Miriam, house emptied, sun gone Silicon Valley. I moved into the back room, strung fairy lights, and waited. Jasper's app, Relic, crashed in 6 weeks. Investors bailed. The vintage flip market tanked when influencers discovered fast fashion again. He came back in January, hoodie frayed, eyes red-shot. "Jasper, Mom, I need a couch, just till the seed round." I handed him a price gun. "Inventory's Thursday. Couch is yours if the tags are straight." He thought I was sentimental. I let him. He slept on the futon that smelled of mothballs and regret. I fed him tuna casserole and day-old donuts. Every shift, I walked him the aisles. "Tell me the story of this locket, Jasper." He rolled his eyes. Victorian hairwork, mourning jewelry, until the day he priced a 1920s flapper compact at $2, and I made him research it by candlelight. His soft palms blistered on cardboard. He cursed, and I smiled. Spring bought the estate sale of his own condo, foreclosed, contents auctioned. One night he found me in the back room, diamonds spread like constellations under the jeweler's lamp. "Those certificates," his voice cracked, You knew. Leonard knew you'd list before you looked. I tapped the ledger. Still can't tell a fake? He stared at the Maharani's nose ring, then at me. I sold your wedding china for $50. I know. I slid a velvet tray across. Polished this carefully. He did, hands shaking. Summer turned. The shop's clearance bins mysteriously refilled with pieces from my collection, each tagged with a story card and Jasper's improving handwriting. Customers lingered. A curator from the Met called. Jasper answered, voice steady for the first time in years. One August evening, rain ticking on the tin roof, he set a small box on the counter. Inside, my grandmother's cameo, the one he'd listed as vintage brooch, $8. He bought it back, he said, with my first legit paycheck from the shop. I pinned it to my apron. Welcome home, curator. We reopened as Brooks & Son Forever, a nonprofit gallery thrift hybrid. Jasper runs the floor in a vest Leonard would have loved. I still price the teacups. Some habits are heirlooms. Last week, a girl came in, eyes red, clutching a locket. Jasper listened to her story, then slid it into the display case with the new tag. On loan until she's ready to wear it again. Leonard's dust sparkles brighter than any diamond.